What's up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. I'm back for another episode of 5 Quick Questions, where I talk to my friends, my family, people I love, and people that I think are absolutely funny and super talented and all that good stuff. My guest for today is a bona fide superstar. I've watched her from day one, always crazy funny. From day one. First time I met her anyway. I'm going to say this, man. I watched her special. It's currently streaming right now on Amazon. It's called Self-Serve. It's a selfie comedy jam. And let me tell you something. If you out with somebody you ain't supposed to be with, don't go see Just Nesh. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Without any further ado, Just Nesh, how are you, sis?
Hey, Rodney, I'm doing so good. How are you?
Man, first of all, let's talk about the selfie self-serve. So innovative, Just Nesh. Like,
thank you.
It's one thing when you first hear about the idea, you're like, selfie, I mean, how you gonna do it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you do that? And y'all did it, man. Your team, your folks got together, y'all put together, and when you turn that camera on that couple, that nigga was trying to get out there with his head down. He's like,
he had that head on. I could have not asked for a better situation. I do that at all my shows, so people know, it's like 2 minutes of my whole set, but yeah, that just blew it out the water. It was
such a great special, Just Nesh. In an era where people say specials aren't special, this was absolutely special.
Thank you.
It's a great calling card. The name of the show is 5 Quick Questions, so let me get into it.
All right.
So you work with so many great comedians.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what Chicago means to you as a comedian.
Oh man, Chicago. As a comedian, Chicago means to me, I'm not gonna say Lions Den, but stomach with the big dog. Like, so you want to make sure you represent how we know Chicago comics have been able to represent. So you don't want to fall short of the reputation of us, Chicago having some of the best comedians, so you just want to live up to that. So it's a lot. It's important to, be my very best, when it comes to Chicago.
I mean, and you've always been that. I mean, the way your mind works, like this is how I evaluate a comedian. When a comedian say something I wish I thought up, like that right there.
Thank you.
That's stupid. Yeah. So I'm a fat boy.
Rodney, you can lose the weight now. You ain't gonna be no fat boy. You done came on down now.
I said it to say this, that I identify as a fat boy though.
Okay.
As you are on your weight loss journey, I saw you last week, man, here in Atlanta, and I was like, Just Nesh is bona fide petite.
Uh-oh. Look, I'm working, and it's been a lot. It's been a good journey. It had to become a journey and not like a quick fix. I had to work on a whole bunch of discipline and then just enjoy the ride. I had to stop thinking about the scale and it not moving. I just had to make it a priority to just do this, whether I like it or not. So thank you. It's been a long ride, and I'm still going. I'm not done. This is a new lifestyle. So.
You're easily regarded as the funniest lady in America.
What?
Among
Don't get me. I hear it, but funniest lady in America, I think that's a big deal. I know I'm a lot of people's favorite, but that's a big deal, right? Thank you.
Everybody's not gonna do. I'm not gonna blow no smoke up your ass.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, that's kind of one of my things.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that because when all us men sit around start talking comedy, who's the funniest lady in the world? Everybody, the consensus is Just Nesh is that girl. What does that mean to you, if anything?
Thank you. You said, what was the last thing you said?
What did that mean to you, if anything? What do we think?
I mean, that means everything to me because with this game of comedy, I would like to be regarded as, one of the great. I don't want to be a fly by night. I don't want to be an overnight sensation. I want 10, 20, 30 years from now people to say, "Oh, Just Nesh, now that was a great comedian." So it means a lot. It means a lot that y'all saying that. So thank you.
All right, the name of the show is 5 Quick Questions. Our guest today, Just Nesh, fabulous super duper comedian. All right, here we go. You're stuck in a group chat with 3 exes.
Oh my God.
What's the name of the thread?
Hell no. That's gonna be no. Okay. That's the name of it. No. Shit. Hell to the no.
Yo, you're not afraid to call folks out. This is an era of social media, but one thing you said on your special is like, yo, I want to create this so people can know that us comics can still do this.
Yeah.
Talk to me about creating the atmosphere not only for yourself but for people to look like you.
Oh man, it's just important because it's so many of us. It's so many of us, and there's so many of us that are amazing. And I just feel like we're not getting the recognition that we deserve, I guess, for lack of better words. Social media is really taking off, and so kudos to anybody who has learned how to navigate social media and make it the best they can do. But I just want to create a way where people are able to see this group of stand-up comics, those who appreciate the craft, those who aren't afraid to hit open mics to work out them, jokes. And so it's important that we are seen, that people understand that it's a lot of good stand-up out here. I know sometimes the social media, it mixes a lot of stuff up and people are like, oh, well, that's just, it's all watered down. But no, we have some really amazing people out here right now. So I want them to have light.
All right, next question.
Yes.
What's something a man said to you that immediately, the minute you heard it, you was like, this ain't gonna work?
Oh my goodness, Jesus, Rodney, this is shit. Which one? Shit, let me see. Well, one that most recently, well, this not even recent, but it had to do with comedy and going out to comedy shows. And this was somebody I was dating for a few months, and he was like, "Why you just can't come home? We had just did a big filming, and we were going to celebrate at Francis." And he was like, "Why you gotta go do that?" I'm like, "Because we just taped, and this is a big deal. We filmed. We're gonna go celebrate. We're gonna go to network." You can understand that, and really, was like, "You need to come home after your taping." And I was like, "Oh, this ain't gonna work." So.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was just as regards to comedy, but it's some shit that people done said, in my DM that just be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Somebody said, I just want to eat your ass. Like, this is strangers, so like, what type of time is you on? You on demon time. You don't know me you don't know what I do with this ass.
Ain't no
but just to volunteer, hop in my inbox, volunteering to eat ass is wild. So you get a lot of that. You get a lot of weird stuff. Man, y'all really shooters gonna shoot. Okay.
Shooters gonna shoot.
Shooters gonna shoot, and it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, that's not gonna get it. You just not no hello, how are you, or nothing. Just straight to eat ass.
You can't open with that. You can't open with that.
No, you can't leave with that. Hello, how you doing? I think you're very funny. Anything of that, but straight to I want to eat that ass is crazy to me. When you come into my city, so I can eat that ass. What? I'm gonna call the police, sir. I'm coming to your city. You're going to jail. Okay. Wow. As soon as I come to your city, all right. Meet me at the show.
You ain't gonna be available for this date.
You're not.
The hard part about being a woman in comedy, and I'm a father of 5 girls, so everything woman kind of concerns me.
Mm-hmm.
The hard part about being a woman in comedy is sometimes my peers that are mothers, they have to go get it, have to go hustle. There's a sense of guilt. Do you feel that?
Oh my goodness, so much guilt. It never stops. It's getting better because he's getting older, but yeah, you feel like shit, and it's like, good thing I'm doing something that's, good thing he's able to see it, and so at least he knows, the sacrifice is worth it. But yeah, you can't not feel bad about it.
So I know that comedy comes from real life. I watch your special. You got a side son.
Yes, the whole family. So you know how bad I felt about that for real. I'm
Dude,
doing
I
stuff.
can feel your pain because I can, because you really connect with this kid. You like, how dare I connect with this kid and my
How
son
dare
over
I?
there?
Okay, how dare I take this boy to school 5 days a week? And I never did that. It was weird. I was like, oh no, we got to do something about this. So yeah, shout out to Ashton, shout out to Shiva Franklin, they're my people. But yeah, I really was feeling bad when I was dropping him off at school. And one day I think he asked me to stay for the game or take him to the game. I was like, hell no, we ain't doing all that now. Like, no, I'm not going to your game. So,
I got a son.
I got it, son. I can't do this. I love my family. Okay, but
I love it.
yeah, but it was all good. It just I couldn't help but think about Cameron.
Yeah. Shouts out
So.
to Cameron. Yo, the callback you did at that moment too was like, that's
And
high end comedy niche.
Friday, do you know I was so nervous because that was one of my newest jokes. I mean, that joke was new. Like, but I had to put in a special because it was so true. And then that callback came like last minute, and I was able to just wrap it up like that. But I was so nervous, even if like when people pay attention to the joke, I was like dragging it out because as I'm saying it, I'm still thinking of stuff too. I had it kind of a little bit framed, but for it to be the closing joke, I was nervous. So I just was like, please, I hope this joke hit. Please, I hope it hit. I hope it hit. I hadn't worked it enough to be confident about it, but I had worked it a few times and it turned out it did what it needed to do. So
Wow. Hey, her name is Just Nesh. The name of the show is 5 Quick Questions. Talk to me about D-Ray Davis.
oh man, shout out to D-Ray Davis. I love D-Ray. First of all, he's the executive producer on the project. So I reached out. I was looking for some EPs. And he just, hopped down. I ain't have to I reached out to several people, but D-Ray was like, no, I got you. What you need to do, I got it. But D-Ray is literally one of my favorite comedians to watch. When I toured with him, I learned so much about comedy and just being on the road and working material and not getting stuck in my set. It's so easy to get comfortable and boom, 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 in and out. But I don't think I've ever watched D-Ray do the same set back to back. And we're doing 10, 14 shows sometimes.
Yeah.
And he would always just switch it up. Every joke he did, he made it where it could be a closer. He wasn't afraid of crowd work. So I was just like, that's kind of what I want to do. I don't want to be Easter speech. You know how I'm coming, you know how I'm closing, I'm like, some people you just know what they're gonna do. And I never wanted to be like that. I was like, I want to be like this. I don't know what this man finna get up here and do. So shout out to D-Ray. Super funny, super genuine, authentic, creative. Like his brain is kind of crazy too. So like, shout out.
All right, let me show us 5 Quick Questions. One last question, Just Nesh.
Okay.
Shouts out to the special. It's on the streets right now, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, go watch it.
And buy it, rent
it, whatever you got to do.
Buy it. Be a part of it.
Because you don't want to watch it again. So many people have like rewatched it, and even if they rented it first, they said I had to buy it because I couldn't stop watching it. You see something different every time. It's so much going on. One girl said I literally watched it the third time so I could just look at the people in the audience. I was like, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, it's a lot.
Such a great job. And again, innovative too. It's an innovative special. And you inspired me. I'm gonna be shooting my special in September.
Yes,
I watched you get it done. I was like, yo, what am I waiting on? So
yeah. Congrats. I love it. I can't wait.
All right. Last question. Who's your favorite comedian right now?
Oh, my favorite comedian right now. That is such a hard question for comedians, Rodney. But somebody that I really enjoy watching right now, because they think outside the box. Vincent Bryant.
I love Vinny.
Yeah, he's different. His material like I said, and a lot of it is he do that material that you like, damn, he made that work. You know, you be like, where you going with this? And it's like, oh, that's where you're going with that. So even from like when he just throw out the idea to me, because we write for the Miss Fat Show together, so we'll be at work and he'll just throw out an idea. And I'll be like, okay, I can see it. And then I'll see him at Cats, like work through it and run through it. And I'm like, oh, that's what you were trying. So super funny, super different. I think he got a style of his own. I think he's in like a lane of his own. So I do enjoy watching him. He's probably one of my favorite people to watch right now.
Wow, well said. Just Nesh, I can't thank you enough, man. I'm a huge fan and a friend. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to see the world know your name, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've always loved you. You've always been an inspiration. Ever since the conference in LA, the comedian conference, the Hopeful I threw. I think that was my first time I was at your workshop. Oh, wow. Way back when, and you had a great workshop. I believe it was a little bit of improv and something else that you taught us. But yeah, I think you've always been a favorite. So I appreciate you and all that you do for us. Okay.
All right. Okay. Last question. Let's get GD. All is well.
Well, I'm GD all day. GD for the world blow up. Okay. Big breaks, not the little. Okay. Blur that out. Okay.
Stupid. All right, sis, thank you so much. Be good.
Right. Thank you, Rodney. Have a good one.